Okay, see you right here. Okay. Trying to go all the way around. All the way on this side. What the hairs look like? They look like they're old or like they're bothered. See, I'm 200 and something pounds overweight. I believe I was Chinese because my husband and others told me I was Chinese. And I look at my face, and when I call different, when people from different countries call me, they point to here. They say, they go like you. They go you, and they do like that. And I'm trying to smile. My face is fat. You used to have crease here, like Chinese did. I have Chinese picture on my Facebook now, and it's probably gonna go over to Instagram. And somebody said, "What are you doing?" And I wrote something in Facebook telling them I remember being Chinese, but I don't remember everything about it. There's a lot of things that I've forgotten. And I think it's because the woman that has a spell on me doesn't want me to remember anything. She doesn't want me to have fun, but she's gonna be the same way because she asked God to make her like mine. She's pretty stupid. She's dumb. How was I that dumb? She is really dumb. She thinks that somehow miraculously everything's gonna fall in her place and that she's gonna be happy. She's gonna have a lot of problems too, a lot of pain too. I just now stopped having as much pain as I used to. When I was living in San Pedro, I used to have to scream and call for the nurse, and the nurse used to have to come and rub my legs or pick my legs up off the bed and put them down onto the side of the bed so I could sit on the side of the bed because my legs were so stiff and they would lock in position and my muscles would cramp up and everything. I was terrible. It was terrible. Plus, I had this time where I would feel like I would go to a white place where I didn't see nothing but white. I couldn't feel like I was standing, sitting, or laying. I couldn't tell what I was doing. I didn't hear anybody. All I saw was white, and I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how if I was screaming or yelling or what. And they said, Desiree, Desiree. Then they wake me up as I'm coming out of it. They said, Desiree, Desiree, we thought we lost you in a coma. They said, Desiree, Desiree, wake up, wake up. They said, you wouldn't listen, and you almost fell on your head, and you this and you that. One time I did fall on the ground, and I woke up, and they were all around me, looking down at me. I'm saying, oh my gosh. I said, if this is Jehovah God, why is he doing this where he's making it so hard on me? And it's probably because he remembered how I treated Barbara. I'm getting it back from the way that I treated Barbara. And I'm telling you, she's going to get back. She's going to get back what she's giving out to me because Jehovah is not partial. He's not prejudiced, and she seems to think he is. She's gonna pay. She's gonna pay some hard price in it. And if I keep quiet, and don't tell her and don't warn her about what she's doing, Jehovah's not gonna love me. He's gonna say you didn't love your sister. You didn't try and help. If you were her, you would want to be helped out of that situation. So I do. I want to be helped out of the situation. I'm sorry to Jehovah for what I've done. And she acts like she's not even sorry. I keep looking at her and figuring. I remember when Moses had been told that he wasn't going to go into the promised land. He kept asking Jehovah to please let him go, and Jehovah told him to be quiet. He told him stop talking to him about that. And he made him die. He died. He didn't go into the promised land. But they say that he's going to be resurrected because he was a good man and all that. But still, he wanted to go into that promised land really bad. And he didn't live afterwards after Jehovah decided to make him die. And Aaron died too. Aaron died too, but he didn't get his at first either. Jehovah was angry. It was like he was showing them something and teaching them. He wanted them to know what he wanted them to know before they died. And that's what happened. Look at my chin. I've gotten so fat. I'm 333 pounds. And my chin has gotten really big now. My chin is starting to sag. I used to never have a sagging chin. And she's been doing stuff like this. When she hears me do stuff like this, she says she wants me to do this. She wants to go that. She tries to make it worse than things worse than what they are. My body is terrible looking. Look at my body. Look at my body. My stomach is so terrible, and one side is bigger than the other side because one ovary is better. And when I start telling people this, she feels happy. She feels proud of herself, like she's done something good. That people are gonna love her because she hated me because I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses. Well, Jehovah still has a system of things open because there are people that are still listening. There's people that are listening and obeying and trying to do what is right, and that's Jehovah is. When he's tired enough, he already set the day for when he's gonna cut the system short. He already told us that he's gonna cut the system short because if not, we would kill ourselves. We would kill ourselves in this world. Humans don't know how to rule themselves. Only Jesus Christ, Jehovah God, and 144,000 know how to rule themselves. When Jesus Christ and Jehovah teach the 144,000, or they learn, or they end up knowing how to judge, they're going to judge too. That's the anointed, or those chosen ones. The faithful and discreet slave class are part of them are anointed too. I believe. Yeah. But most of them are already in heaven because it says something about, in the Bible, it says, I think in 12th chapter of Revelation, I think it says something about when should we avenge the blood that they shed our blood of our blood, or something like that. It says, and Jesus or somebody says, until the others we're waiting until the others get killed with the axe like you did, and then we'll it's saying that they're waiting for their brothers and sisters to die too, so that they can come up there and live and serve Jehovah and help us get ready for the day Jehovah says is the time to destroy the wicked and the unrighteous. And I'm one of them. If Jehovah decides that I'm worthy, if he still decides I'm worthy, I'm one of them. And my mother doesn't want to. She's like turned a total trip. She turned a whole different way. And I don't know if she has lately, but she's like, the brothers came out with a article that said you can't tell. No one knows who's anointed. Only it's between Jehovah and them and Jesus Christ. And you're not supposed to tell a person they're not anointed or stop a person from partaking if they want to partake. And that's what they had done. My brother and my mother had stopped me from partaking. They would take the emblems and the wine out of my hand as we were passing it by. Sometimes they passed it over me and act like, no, she can't do it. She's mentally ill. She can't do it. And they were doing that just to try and find a way to get attention and find a way to hurt my feelings because they didn't like me. They didn't like the fact that I had money and that I wouldn't give them all my money. That's what they didn't like. And so they were taking it out on me in ways like that. But they know it means a lot to me. It means the whole world to me for me to worship and please Jehovah. And this other woman, I hear her voice all the time, who's the way I used to be. I think I used to be like her. I don't even remember being doing all this she does. But then she said, the woman that is supposed to be me, she said, she had the nerve to say, make me forget what she heard me ask to do. And that was some wicked things she asked to do. She asked for hurtful ways to hurt me. And she asked that she not remember them because she doesn't want me to tell. She knows I'll tell people. I tell people what she's up to. And I tell people that she does this and that to me. They say, Desiree, who are you talking to? I say, I'm talking to the woman that keeps talking to me. She keeps bothering me, And then one of the women said, she said, when I was on the third floor, she said, Desiree, just get involved in your letter writing. Read the Bible. Don't worry about that woman. Don't let it bother you. Don't let the voices get to you. And she was telling me that. I was saying, yeah, I know. I try. It's harder than it thinks. It sounds. She said, yeah, I guess so. And then she would laugh. And I don't see her no more anymore because I don't even see her on the second floor. I'm on the second floor and I don't even see her anymore. But I don't come out of my room too much. But when I do, I never see her anymore. But I had given her money too. I gave her money. Gave I gave billions of dollars away. I gave to the widows here. Widows that lived here, I gave to them. I gave money to them. I prayed to Jehovah that nobody would steal their money from up off of them, from up underneath them. And then I also prayed that God would bless some people here. Some people here have millions of dollars. I gave 2 people here that work here $1 billion each. I gave one person that worked here $1 trillion. I gave I forgot about some the ones I used to give at first when I first started coming here giving things. I gave little bits like millions of dollars to the therapist and $5 million to the therapist or $500 to the therapist and to the people, some of the CNAs here. I would give them money, and they'd say, "Thank you, Desiree." They'd say, "Oh," they said, and they were very nice to me and everything, except Kim and except Jennifer. Jennifer was nice until I started witnessing, and she started acting like, "Desiree, I don't want to hear it," all that, and she still don't care that I gave her money. And then she said something about she wanted all my money. I said, "I'm not giving you all my money. I can't do that. I can't give everybody all my money because I've already asked God to reimburse me every time my money starts to get low, to please help me, because the Bible says that the poor will always, in this system of things, there will always be the poor. So because some of the poor hate Jehovah, and he doesn't love those that hate him. He knows that's not right. It's not saying for somebody to hate somebody that's done something, that's done everything you've ever done. Everything you ever done is because he gave you eternal life, because he gave you life, because he gave you life and you exist and everything you have is because of him, and you hate him. He doesn't like that. He's not gonna keep giving them life. Those that are lazy, those that are lazy and feel like somebody should do something for them all the time and wait on them hand and foot, that's the person he doesn't like either. He doesn't like lazy people. He made us to work. We don't have to work all the time. We're supposed to be balanced, but he made us to work. We're supposed to do a good day's work, and we're not supposed to jip a person for their money. We're not supposed to jip, all of that. So I have to make sure that I'm doing what he tells me to do with this money. And I tell him, I say, "Well, Jehovah, if I could give some money to this person, I really feel better about that." I prayed to him about it, about giving money to some of these people, because some of these people, they don't know Jehovah. They don't know how he works. They don't know, but that's what the way they want to keep it. They don't sense that they're supposed to find out about it, but they run. They run, and they, instead of trying to listen to Jehovah. But a lot of people here, I like this place because a lot of people here, when I start talking about Jehovah, they listen. They either listen or they'll go someplace else, or they don't try and stop me from talking. Like when I was in Harborview House, the people that live there, some of the people that live there, my roommate, she would tell me, "Stop talking. She doesn't want to hear about it," and all that. I'd say, "But I'm talking to another person that's listening." And she goes, "I don't care. I don't want to hear it." All of that, like that. I'm saying, no, this person is wrong. It's wrong. And maybe it's because of the example that I gave then, because of the woman that had me under a spell had me giving up examples that were not Christian-like. The way I lived my life is not Christian-like. And I've tried to tell them at the end before I left, and after my boyfriend had left, I told them, they said, "Desiree, you're not, where's your boyfriend?" And I said, "I'm not with a boyfriend anymore. I'm trying to serve Jehovah the way I'm supposed to." And they said, "You said that it was said in the Bible that you can do anything you want to with your virginity." I said, "Yeah, but you know what? I'm supposed to be on the same train of thought with the whole organization of Jehovah's Witnesses, because Jesus Christ is ruling over Jehovah's belongings, and that means also over heaven and earth. And he's making sure that the witnesses are taught and teaching and doing things the way he wants them to do. And he also makes sure that they have money to build Bethels all over the world and to have Bibles and people in different languages and different books and things. They answer a lot of questions that people have. We have answers to a lot of questions that people have about God and about his kingdom and about themselves and about how they were made and the reason why Satan's here and all this kind of stuff that people didn't know what the answers were, but you can get them you can get them from Jehovah's Witnesses and free of charge. Free of charge. It has so many questions that help you feel satisfied and feel good in your heart when you think about all the things that he has the answers to. If you just look for it. Just look for it. Come to look when Jehovah's Witnesses say they have a message from God, that they come from that they hold God's name. You should listen to it. You should want to say, the one that gave me everything I have, I gotta check this out, I gotta check this out because he's the one that gave me everything I had. They're saying he's the one that did the reason for everything I have. And if that's the truth, you're supposed to find out about it. If you don't, then you don't care about God, and he doesn't care about you either. So that's all I have to say right now. Bye.